Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make spicy salsa. Salsa is a Spanish word for sauce, and it can be traced back to the ancient Aztec civilization. This is a recipe that my mother has passed down to me. It's simple, 6 ingredients. Today we're going to be using 4 large jalapenos, as well as half of a large onion, and 4 large garlic cloves, a handful of cilantro, 2 limes, and 5 medium-sized red tomatoes. First things first, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare a cookie sheet and roast our jalapenos, our garlic, and our onion. By doing so, this allows the flavors in each of the ingredients to be released and be able to add a little more of a flavor of a roastedness into your salsa. So when you put this inside your oven, put it on boil on high for approximately about 10 minutes. By this time, you'll notice at the time the jalapenos should be turning a little bit black. The skins will start being peeling. You'll see a little waxiness to the surface of the jalapenos. And when you pull it out, you're actually going to be peeling off the skin as much as possible so you don't have any kind of waxiness inside your salsa. As well as after you got that taken care of, you're going to get your 5 tomatoes and you're going to cut them off or cut them into quarters. And after you cut them off in quarters, you're going to start preparing to make kind of like a base for your salsa. So you're going to want to start putting your tomatoes in first. So by putting your tomatoes in first, not only is it going to allow you to make it a little more liquefied to start adding your other ingredients, it kind of helps out, especially if you're using a blender, because a fruit processor works a little bit better. But today we're just going to use a blender, and this kind of bogs down a little bit. So we're going to do this. We're going to kind of chop up approximately about 2 tomatoes. So we're just going to put on chop. So pretty much it kind of gets kind of liquefied. At this time, you're going to just go ahead and put your jalapenos in. You don't have to worry about chopping these up or anything. Go ahead and put all 4 of your jalapenos in. Make sure you cut off the stems, which I did that previously already. You can go ahead and cut them. After you got that chopped up, you can go ahead and add your half of your large onion. And at the same time, after each ingredient, go ahead and chop it. If you have to, use a pulse to kind of mix it up a little bit better. It kind of gives it more of a jolt to it to allow the food or the chunks kind of fall down into it. You can go ahead and grab your garlic. You would not believe the flavor that after roasting these will put inside your salsa. So go ahead and cut those in half. Remember, you're just going to use 4 large sized garlic. And at this time, you can go ahead and add the rest of your tomatoes. As you can tell, it's kind of thick, so just add a little bit at a time. You can kind of pulse it a little bit if you have to. Towel in hand probably be pretty wise. You're going to get a lot of juices on your hands. So go ahead and put the rest in there. This should probably make roughly 36 ounces of salsa. So after you pretty much got it all blended up, what you're going to do is you're going to get your limes, and you're going to start adding in a little bit of the other flavors. Put this off to the side. Get your lime. You're going to have to roll it pretty hard to kind of loosen up the meat, to allow the juices inside to be free. So don't be afraid. Go ahead and put some elbow grease into it. If it pops open, that's fine. Do the other one as well. Now, you ladies, if you guys are doing this, you might want to get your husband to kind of help out with this. So you're just going to cut it. Go ahead and squeeze as much of the juice out as possible. You don't have to put any of the meat or anything like that inside of it, just the juice. And if you get like a larger lime, it would be a lot easier. These smaller ones that I'm using, still a little tough to get the juice out even after you roll them. So you're just going to do this. You don't have to worry about blending it or anything. Kind of move it around a little bit in your fingers. Then you're going to also add in your cilantro. Again, about a handful. And you're going to blend it. And after that, then you're going to add your half of your tablespoon. Actually, correction, a teaspoon and a half of salt. Any kind of salt will work. This is just sea salt. So after that, you're going to top it up and blend it. You're going to want to blend it on high on blend for about 10 seconds. Then you're just going to test it just to see what you think. And kind of be on your own kind of taste. Can't be better than that. So my mother would be definitely proud. After that, you just serve it up on a bowl to some of your friends on a weekend. Maybe have some enchiladas or something like that, and serve it up with some chips. And there you go, spicy salsa.